Hey there, welcome to our channel. I am Yogi
And I'm Susie.
and we are
The Ramblers.
and today we are going to talk about two awesome RPGs. One a lot more successful and second The Witcher 3. Maybe because it's not actually like that. Witcher 3 is way more successful compared to KCD.
We're going to be comparing the two games, and we're going to not like kind of comparing, but also talk about why The Witcher is way more successful than KCD.
Yes. Even though both are excellent titles, we'll go over certain factors of those and see why Witcher 3 stand out way more to the casual gamers compared to KCD, which ended up being a niche RPG success.
But I think more people are actually playing. I mean, not more, but I think now that there's KCD 2, people are actually like now it's getting more popular compared to how it was before. I mean, maybe it's getting its own little fan base, like how The Witcher has its own little fan base.
Yeah, and the overall hype from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2's announcement, trailers, and all the gameplay we've seen has added a lot more to that. Well, first, let's do this. We'll watch the trailers of this game, and then we'll dive into it. Okay, here we go. It's only in 1080. All right.
I've never seen the trailer.
This is just the cinematic, so it's not an actual. I don't know if it's the first trailer. It would be
By
way
order
too
of
different.
the Emperor of Nilfgaard.
Wow, that is.
For the murder of the wounded, looting, cannibalism,
The-
you are hereby sentenced to death by hanging or torment.
What the heck? Who punched her in the butt?
Okay. Oh yeah, No Man's Land. So the
Take the reward and
the
let's go.
first cinematic in the game also goes around this, I think.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
Yeah, the first cinematic also goes around this
Oh,
when they are trying to find
Yen?
Yen. Yeah, it's around the same area.
Evil is evil. Lesser, greater, middling. Makes
Vesemir and
They're just
Geralt.
gonna ignore that they're killing like a girl?
Do it my way. You like that, you bitch? Get the hammer.
The witch.
I think she's a witch, so they're beating her up.
Oh.
the definition's blurred. If I'm to choose between one
Roach.
and another, I'd rather not choose at all. Just make it quick, Geralt.
Just make it quick, Geralt. He already knew the girl was gonna be like, no.
Ard. He did Ard on them.
Close your eyes. Why is that a girl? Close your eyes.
Probably going to do Igni. Oh, he won't. There's
Oh, he has a little blade hidden.
lot of
Is he
The-
that fast, actually?
yeah. I mean, or maybe he just popped a potion.
What are you doing?
Killing monsters.
Humans are the real monster.
I mean, usually it is like that. Oh, that's cool. I was thinking, what was that blood coming from?
Medallion.
That's cool.
That is. Whoa. Oh, he put him now.
Now he's the one getting hanged.
Ironic. And
Hung.
on the contrary, in KCD 2, we see the other guy being.
Oh, yeah.
He's being hung.
But that's supposed to be like a funny skit, though, I think. Or just a
Yeah,
funny little
yeah,
thing.
So this is the launch trailer for KCD.
Kingdom Come Deliverance. We keep saying KCD. People are like,
KCD,
what is
everybody would know
KCD?
by now.
Everybody?
Yeah,
No.
everybody would know now. That's
Okay.
just too loud.
Dear
Yeah.
brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation
Okay.
in the community.
Henry.
Young Henry.
This is the this is the
Service of God.
mission when you go in the.
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay.
And endurance
They did not hold back. Even in 2, they did not hold back there.
But there was no
It's the
that
and
in the trailer.
Yeah. True.
on this day
Yeah, when you go to the monastery. Is I think that is where the mission is going. Run.
So which game do you enjoy playing more? I know that these two are like one of your favorite. These two are your favorite games. So which one did you enjoy more playing?
I have finished Kingdom Come Deliverance twice. And I had started on the hardcore playthrough.
Yeah.
Compared to that, Witcher I've only played once, but one of the YouTubers playthrough, it was an 80-hour playthrough. I'd seen it entirely. I think that was Geralt. That is awesome YouTuber, by the way.
Welcome.
So which one you like more than Kingdom Come?
I think I like Kingdom Come Deliverance more, but I like Geralt more than Henry. So what does that say?
Geralt is just a better character, I think. Like his.
Okay,
But Henry
we'll
is
come to
very
that.
like human and he's very like gray because he also steals and does all of these things. But then Geralt is more like honorable, I think. He just kills monsters. And like what we saw, he's saving that witch girl that thinks she's a witch. He actually saved her. He didn't care about those guys. I mean, Henry will maybe do that, but like his character is very like black, is very like gray. Like he can he steals and things like that. Like he'll go to people's homes and steal their stuff. So he has a little sneakiness in him, and Geralt doesn't.
Yeah.
Geralt and ravioli. Henry of Skanks.
I think it's running. I'm gonna open this up. We will dive into that, but yeah, I just found this meme on Reddit.
Geralt and ravioli. Let's see.
Henry
Cavorts
of Skanks.
with harlots and witches. Likely an agent of the devil. Morally gray and polished. Henry of Skinks bangs the wife of a lord on his first visit to Talmberg. Likely an agent of whatever shady miller he's doing work for. Loyal to Groshen and Schnaps. Check your stuff. Check your stuff because if it ain't nailed down, Henry is having. Yes, he's a little thief.
Henry is, but so is Geralt. Like people are sleeping in their houses, and Geralt just goes in and picks things out.
But he's not being sneaky though. They see him do it.
Well, in the game, it's like that. True, I guess. People don't care when people care when Henry's stealing, but they don't. People in the Witcher world don't care.
I mean, Geralt's doing so much for them, so I guess this is his payment.
Right. Yeah. So we are going to let's see. Like, so I have a few questions. You tried to play KCD.
Huh?
You have tried.
I never tried.
You haven't, but you have tried to play Witcher.
I played Witcher the first. Honestly, I just played when he went to the bar. That's the first 5 minutes of it, and I was so tired. I fell asleep.
What?
I would play late because I would play when you went to work, and during that time, you worked really late, right? You would go work at 7 or something.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. When I was
and then I would like clean up or whatever, and after that, and then I'll play. So I'll start playing around like 10 or 11. Yeah, and then I'll get so sleepy that I will just fall asleep while I'm playing it, and then I'm like. And back then, I wasn't into gaming as much when I started playing Witcher. So I think Witcher is it's not a easy gamer, friendly casual gamer, in my opinion. Because when I started first playing it, I didn't understand anything. It was a lot of mechanics for me. Okay. So I stopped playing it. And KCD, I didn't even try because I don't think it's my type of game.
Okay. I see. I'm just trying to think. Like now that you say that it wasn't really like your game, but
I watched you play it. I just didn't really care to play it. Maybe not if I play it, I'd be like, oh yeah, it's a pretty fun game, The Witcher.
Right. Yeah. So, okay. So let's say now coming from both, right? Even Kingdom Come and Witcher 3. They both are from the Polish studios, by the way.
Oh,
both studios are right. Yeah, both studios, Warhorse Studios and CD Projekt Red, both are Polish studios. So this actually is like very apples to apples comparison. The only thing is that Witcher 3 is their, let's say like third attempt in making a game. They have tried to make Witcher in a very base format before. Also like a not top down, but like an isometric Witcher before that. Okay. So they have tried to make Witcher in different ways. And then with Kingdom Come, that's the first game, Warhorse. So when it comes to like both of these games,
comparing them, where like CD Projekt had more experience, and then Kingdom Come. This was Warhorse.
Warhorse
This was their
Studios. Mhm.
first actual game.
Yes.
So okay, if you're looking at it like that in that way, then I would say that KCD did way better than, because that was their first ever game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that this is the first ever game and it became successful.
Uh-huh.
It took a while, but it became super successful in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to CD Projekt, it took them a while to get The Witcher 3 like up and going, like for people to actually want to play it, I guess, or for
Right.
them to actually like polish it and make it really good.
Right. So Witcher 3, again, it is a successful RPG for casual gamers as well. Like they have casted a wide net compared to KCD, which is
it's
still a niche title.
Yeah, a little bit harder, or a little bit more challenging.
And the reason for that could be also, firstly, let's say that did both of them, when they were trying to redefine the RPG formula, right? Because Witcher 3 is an expansive open world RPG, and Kingdom Come is very much grounded into like realism.
Yeah, so they are such for all spectrum from each other, though. If you think about like the gameplay and the lore, they're very far away from each other.
Correct.
Like there's fantasy and then there's like more realistic.
So which one do you think has actually ended up being really redefining the RPG formula, or were they successful? Which one was more successful? I say that.
With just gaming? I'm trying to think.
Obviously.
Okay.
Take the entire game into consideration.
Yeah, I'm thinking now, because with Witcher, he does like potions and he does like all these powers as well.
Yeah.
But combat's easier, I'm assuming.
Combat also will be a thing. So
yeah. But then I look at KCD and combat is a little harder there. And I do I do like the options where you talk to people. I don't know if Geralt has that or not. I don't remember.
Geralt has full blown options of talking to people.
So what was the question again?
Yeah.
What is the
So they redefined the formula of RPG.
Which one did it better?
Which one did it better in your opinion? Yeah.
So I would say The Witcher, just because it came out first, and like because of The Witcher 3, there's so many games that probably try to replicate The Witcher. And even though Kingdom Come Deliverance came like how many for 3 years later? Like I think that I do like that. The only thing I think that is cool about it is that there's the fighting or the sword fighting where it's very, very realistic.
Yeah.
Compared to like Geralt, Witcher is less realistic.
Yeah. So with the fighting style, let's let's take that fighting style that you're saying. Witcher is a very acrobatic.
The thing is, I didn't play any of those games. So I can't
seen
compare.
It expansive gameplay.
I've only seen it. So that's why I'm like a little like more like, I don't really know. But then I just think that Witcher is defined it more RPG.
Okay. And also it could be that because of Witcher, these RPGs were possible later.
What is that saying? Like The Witcher had to walk for KCD to run or whatever.
Yeah,
they
Witcher
say.
had to crawl for KCD to run.
Yeah, something like that.
Kingdom Come. Geralt crawled so that Henry could run. And Geralt walked so Henry could fly.
Yeah, so
Geralt ran so Henry could swim.
Henry doesn't know how to swim though.
Both can swim. But there is no water in Kingdom Come. Where
they have little streams only, right?
Yeah, you can. There's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing. So that's how they, I guess, avoided the swimming mechanic, like adding additional.
Okay, so which one do you think redefined RPG more?
Obviously Witcher, and they have been. But if you think about it, that you cannot discredit Kingdom Come.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they have
that is Henry, by the way.
That's supposed to be Henry?
That is supposed to be Henry from the first trailer.
Oh my gosh, he looks so
not
different.
Even Henry. Yeah.
So they didn't have like a face person for his face, and then they're like, okay, we want you to be the actor for Henry now, and they just put his face over this guy's face.
Tom McKay came in later.
Remember when you first saw him? I'm like, is he real or is he AI?
Sorry. Yeah,
And then you're like, he's real. I'm like, why? He looks like AI because he looks just like his character in the game.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny.
Yeah,
Dungeons and No Dragons.
But in the real life, Tom McKay has a great smile, and there's the voice actor. I mean, he is there. Yeah, the voice actor for Witcher is there, but he doesn't know it looks like the same guy.
Yeah.
Witcher, yeah.
I mean, okay, the voice actor for Henry, they literally used that guy's face. Like they just mapped his face and stuck it on this guy.
It's basically just Tom McKay,
That is
slightly younger
funny.
version of him or something like that. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a new one now.
Yeah, that's a new one. So in that case, Witcher takes the cake.
Yes.
Witcher 3 takes the cake,
Mhm.
right? Redefining the RPG formula
Yeah.
entirely,
So what do you
right?
now? What do you think about like the lore then for both of them?
Mhm.
Who has better lore, The Witcher or Kingdom Come Deliverance?
This is very tricky actually because there were so many books for Witcher to
Mhm.
take inspiration from. The entire book saga is already been written, right,
Mhm.
for Witcher,
Yeah.
and there's an in-depth lore to the entire story.
Mhm.
First, second, third, and I guess they can keep building on more. Even now that the world is so expansive that they can keep building on it.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, because it's fantasy, they could always just create like a new monster or a
Yep.
new story that can
Mhm.
happen in The Witcher,
Mhm.
where Kingdom Come Deliverance, they try to base it on real life events.
Mhm.
And Henry is the happened. He's just like a character they made up to
Mhm.
go with that time.
Mhm.
So I mean, they can still make cool battles and everything, but it would never be as, I guess, you would never feel as fancy as Geralt running around, hopping around, doing aerobics and doing powers and killing all these giant creatures.
Yeah.
But then I think that's what the thing is, like with KCD, you don't need that. Like they have the realistic combat fighting, the different weapons you can use.
Mhm.
And I feel like that's why people started playing it, because of how the realism it is, how the realism works in KCD.
Yeah.
So that's so far off the spectrum of gaming. Like one's realistic and one's not, like fantasy all the way.
Right. Yeah. Based in realism, there
Mhm.
are some. I think there would be some drawback to it.
Mhm.
While having the game in completely just fantasy
Mhm.
combat, it has its own perks
Mhm.
or drawbacks again.
Okay, so my question was lore. Which lore is better for
Right.
either one?
So
Which lore wins?
right. I think again here, Kingdom Come kind of takes a backseat
Mm-hmm.
because it's based on real life events. So I think it's the thing what they've done in Kingdom Come also is lore wise. You have historical events which goes as is, like Sir Radzig, you have Sir Divish, Hamburg, you have Hanush, then the Siege of Skalitz. All that does take place,
Mm-hmm.
and story of Henry
Mm-hmm.
is imaginary. There has
Yeah.
been there are no records,
Yeah.
I guess, of a Henry in this period, Bohemia, right? Medieval Bohemia. So, and obviously there is obviously no record because this is a high fantasy. Like Witcher is a high fantasy. So, but the thing is that you can paint a crazy picture when it comes to, since it's all fantasy. They could just bring a three-legged dragon and we will eat it up. In
Yeah, but
Kingdom,
what if fit
Witcher.
into the lore of The Witcher though?
That's the point. Since it's fantasy, you could just say that there was some mutation, which is why the three-legged dragon happened.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking. The reason why I'm saying that is because they are tales and like lore of like heroes, and what's outside Wukong for example. Because with Wukong, there's a very specific thing about him, right? His staff. He's a monkey.
Yeah.
How he was made, I think that's one of his important things. So with Witcher or with games, like there has to be a lore that they had to stick to, right? A specific thing they have to stick to. So that's why I'm just saying, like, oh, would it be too far fetched for them to make like a three-legged dragon, like you said, or like they would still have to make things to fit the narrative of The Witcher.
Witcher world. It might feel shoehorned. So that could be the thing, but I don't think it will be far-fetched.
Okay.
And the reason I say is because, as I said, it's a fantasy world. You could just make it happen. But the combat, you could paint it so many. Like you have 6 powers for which, or like whatever. You could have so many, special powers. You could do Igni as a fire power. You could do art and just, gush of wind, and then the
Yeah.
enemies fall off on their butts. But you cannot do that in Kingdom Come because you're grounded in reality that you are learning the Zweihander moves or whatever, like the sword moves, the moves with the mace and all that, and those were limited. Like they were that moves, which comes from the lore of.
Yeah, so I think it's so hard to compare these two games. Like from what I feel is because they're so different from each other. Like yes, one is more successful than the other, but it's kind of like what kind of experience does the player want? Do you want an experience of like more realism and a medieval realism, or do you want an experience of being this amazing fighter that's like basically like he was made to be like that, like concocted, or who was like made to be this strong person that could fight and everything. So there's two different player base for these people. Like you want to go realistic or you want to go fantasy based. So at the same time, it's also hard to compare these two games. But then they are both RPGs.
Right. Yeah, we are looking at these games through the lens of an RPG game only, even though they are a different setting. That's why we pick lore as a point. And I think that Witcher takes the cake again, in my opinion,
Lore.
because lore-wise, you could still, some of the quests are very grounded. Like the emotions are grounded in reality now. With a Witcher, there are so many serious topics they pick in different sides. Bloody Baron, the side quest, which literally is like a game in itself, like a big quest in itself, and it goes throughout the game. You go on, help the Baron, his child that was there. Then you dig it out, the dead body, so that the spirit of the child, the baby, is now calmed and all that. And then later on, you come to know that you have to go fight those crones later on in the game, and still the Bloody Baron continues. And they also tied the Gwent card with the Baron. Okay. So you basically are going through that quest with the main quest throughout that time. Okay. So now think of that, how much of an effort it would be to weave both of the main quest and the side quest being so powerful still. In Kingdom Come,
like a quest and a quest.
It is, yes, exactly. So that quest and a quest is so beautifully done that Bloody Baron is one of the best side quests in my opinion in any game. Take that with Kingdom Come. The side quests are good, kinda, but
they don't have the complications like
that
The Witcher.
type of but
I mean, complication and quest wise, like they don't have that depth to it.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's what I mean.
That you could say. So that's why I think lore wise, they you could paint it as like as the story went in Bohemia that time, right? But okay, so that is one thing. Now, since we are in the lore, just the setting itself, which like knowing that this is kind of a high fantasy setting and that is more of a historical setting, which one do you think is more powerful and captivating, regardless of these games being so different?
I still think Witcher. I mean, I'm sorry, Witcher is definitely winning. It just come on, like you want to kill big monsters. Like these humans, okay, whatever. But like you want to go, because doesn't he fight like a dragon as well later on? Like it's so fun to go hunt.
Wyvern.
Yeah, it's so fun to go hunt like all these crazy, creepy creatures. Like doesn't he kill Wendigo? I'm not sure in the show they showed that.
Yeah.
Like Wendigo, and then there's like dragons, like wyverns that he also kills, and just weird looking creatures like. The lore of the where is Witcher from? What is the lore based on?
As in
people? Like the Polish people?
Yeah, I guess.
Like that's their lore, right? Like this
I don't know if how real it is. I mean, how real
but I'm just saying, like, it's so fun to fight these creatures. I'm assuming, like, it must be a fun thing to do. You played it, so you have more insight on it. But I'm just saying, like, it's so fun to go there. Like, I like Monster Hunter, so I'm pretty sure this is similar in that case where you go hunt the monsters and you get a trophy, you go take them back, and you get your bounty or something like that. So that's fun. And it's different, and there's different type of like creatures, like these water creatures, humanoids. True. But then with KCD, there's just humans.
True.
I mean, maybe like soldiers and all those things. So that's it. But then I do like how you see your growth. Like first, Billy.
Who the heck is Billy?
Henry is just this, weak little guy, and he gets stronger and stronger, and he starts fighting people, and he gets and he starts becoming this badass soldier.
True.
So that's fun to see. But come on, like I want to go fight big creatures, I guess.
True. Yeah, that is, I think, the appeal of Witcher.
Yeah.
And the next Witcher is coming, and it is an Unreal Engine. So I'm hoping that power fantasy is elevated even more. CD Projekt does it justice, unlike they did to the Cyberpunk game. So
Hey, Cyberpunk is fun. Okay, it was just weird in the beginning, but I feel like it's still a fun game.
yeah.
I enjoyed it when I played it.
Yeah. So this is where they, Witcher 3 was so highly regarded. They just, it was a buggy launch. This is, I think we can answer that. The setting wise, also Witcher 3 takes the cake, even for me as well.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Fantasy setting is always more close to my heart than a historical setting. Although when it comes to visual media like shows and movies, I like the historical settings more. Medieval settings more. And in that, if there is a historical, fantasy setting in the historical, then oh my god, that's just awesome. Like how Lord of the Rings did. A lot of historical setting kind of there, medieval type, Dark Ages, and then you have the fantasy.
So is Witcher is like that, like kind of medieval type, but Geralt's there.
It is more Renaissance time.
Yeah, Renaissance time, but still like the old timey thing, you know?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Anything into history, I am. That's why obviously Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games as well. And I used to. You mentioned that I used to go to work late night that time. So when I used to come back, and I used
so
to
you didn't
play.
sleep like me, but then I would do it and I'll go sleep.
Yeah, so I'll boot up the game at like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. in the morning, because 6 a.m. I would go to workout. So 3:30 a.m. I would just boot up the game. I'll get my coffee, like a mug full of coffee, and I'll just start playing. And in 5 minutes, I'll just pass out on the couch or the recliner. And then the joystick would be just in front, going forward, and Geralt to just running into a wall, a tree or something, and I'll wake up to that. I'll play again and I'll pass out again. I'll do that for an hour or two, but I would not stop playing. Sleeping. But yeah. So what I was saying about the historical and fantasy element when blended, that is one of the best game it would be. Right. So Witcher, CD Projekt Red built up on Witcher and made it so great, and they had all that goodwill, and they just crashed it when Cyberpunk came out. People hated that. People did not like any of it, really. So they were all there. We are now skeptical with these people, and with CD Projekt Red, right? And Kingdom Come came out, and it was crazy bug-ridden game.
Yeah.
PC performance was way too bad. Like there were so many frame rate issues, performance, like the optimization was bad and everything. And they built up on it. Obviously Witcher also built up on it. It made it best performing game. But these guys did it way better. Like they listened to community feedback when the lockpicking was hard.
This takes back to the point that they are a small company.
They were very
upstarting
small.
company. So like every time someone would say something, they like everyone's like, oh yeah, I want that. I want to fix that feedback. I want to do what they are asking the customers. With the bigger company like CD Projekt, they listen less to their players.
Didn't they got complacent?
Yeah, they're like they. Obviously they people usually do that in general. Big companies and stuff. They don't care as much to the little people.
Yeah.
But small companies, they care a lot because they want to please everyone. They want to make sure that their game is going to be really, really well. Do really well with others. But with The Witcher or with CD Projekt, they're like, nah. And maybe they care less. I mean, they were like, we'll fix the bugs. They fix the bugs. But like whenever someone asks us for like maybe some changes here and there, they don't care as much compared to Warhorse Studios.
True. Yeah, you could say that. I can see what you mean there.
But that's always a thing anyways in business and companies. Like when you're a small company, you want to listen to everyone. You kind of want everyone's input. You kind of want to make people happy. But like with bigger companies, they would care less about the little people because they're already becoming big. So they feel like, why should we listen to the small people? Some companies still do that. I guess I don't really know which ones, but I think some big companies still listen to the small people.
I mean, they are your customers. They are going to give you business. So you need to keep them happy. You need to listen to the feedback, what they're saying, and act accordingly. You can't just leave them. You could just leave their feedback at all. It's not gonna work. Eventually that goodwill will die out. This is just.
Yeah. But I don't think
mhm.
CD Projekt's those type of people that are like, no, you won't listen to anyone.
Did you not see the video of the CEO's apology? It
CD
was
Projekt?
so it was so bland. It was just like reading off a
Apology
script
for what?
for messing up
Cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk launch. Yeah.
Were they blaming the people?
No, not that. They were just like, we're going to listen to you guys and this and that,
Mm-mm.
and we'll fix it and all that. But there was no there was no.
It didn't feel genuine.
No, it was not genuine or something, and it was there some weird statement.
Like he was just
there
saying
too.
it to like say it so people would get off their back.
Yeah, or it's like we did our due diligence and hey guys, now we put an apology video out there. So
Yeah.
it did not feel genuine
Yeah.
as you say. But I'm coming to the point where I want to say that even after the buggy launch, I am more hyped for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2's launch
Then Witcher 4.
than next Witcher.
Yeah, I think so that like what you're saying is 100% correct because
Mhm.
I think that what more can they do for Witcher 4 now? Like
Mhm.
the story will keep going, but the Witcher, like he'll probably be kind of the same Witcher.
Mhm, mhm,
But then with Kingdom Come 2,
mhm.
everyone's excited because this is their first game that came out and it was like a little buggy.
Mhm,
And then
yeah.
now 2 is coming out. 2 is gonna be like the better version of 1.
Mhm, yeah.
The world's gonna be huge.
Mhm,
Like graphics wise and like there's gonna be and then the company grew as well.
mhm.
So there's more people working on Kingdom Come 2 now.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I think you and many people are more excited for it.
Yeah.
Because they want to see what this company can do
yeah.
now that they have, so many people that's working for them now.
Yeah, true.
And they learned from Kingdom Come 1.
I'm just excited. So
Mhm.
coming back to that now, I mean, I have some like that was a nice segue into why I am at least excited for Kingdom Come 2 more. So CD Projekt Red, they had their own engine, the REDengine,
Mhm.
when they were developing this game, and
Witcher?
it showed
Yeah.
that how competent the REDengine is when it has its own beauty, the way everything was handled. It is its own thing, whereas Warhorse Studios decided to use CryEngine,
Mhm.
right? And the game director back then for Warhorse Studios has stated that there were some technical limitations with the engine or with the game development that they could not accommodate a lot of things that they wanted to do in the KCD 1 game.
Yes. Mhm.
And that is, I think that when it comes to this, when it comes to like this problem,
Mhm.
do you think that now when they are giving up on REDengine, right? So do you think that Witcher will be able to have like next Witcher, will it be able to give a
Who are they
better
using now?
Huh? Unreal?
Everyone's
They're
going
mo-
to Unreal now.
Everybody and their mama.
Yeah, everybody and the mama is going to Unreal now.
Yeah.
So I think it will look way better because Unreal has like the most beautiful world. You can make everything look so realistic.
It has bad optimization though at times.
Okay.
I'm not saying always.
But
kinda.
hopefully these big companies can make it work for their game.
Mm-hmm.
Because even PUBG uses Unreal.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's not like, a super realistic. I mean, it's
PUBG uses
realistic
Unreal?
world. Isn't
Is
it?
it so? I
I
don't
know
remember.
PUBG Mobile use Unreal.
Okay. Really?
Because it says PUBG Mobile has the Unreal on it, Unreal Engine.
Yeah, then it does.
Yeah.
Then it would. Then it would. I don't remember if Crafton had used Unreal though. It could be. It doesn't look Unreal. It doesn't feel Unreal Engine, by the way. Just saying, because Unreal Engine has a very specific kind of play style to it. I'm not
Okay.
saying the look wise, not the
Mhm.
fidelity. I'm just saying play style is kind of
Okay.
there. Anyway, so they decided to move and CryEngine. So that's why, by the way, we are going to see the way Witcher's what do you say? Not Witcher, sorry. Kingdom Come's a story
Mhm.
abruptly ends. Spoiler. Abruptly ends where we are going to we're going on the trail to find this
Going on an
guy,
adventure.
but the game just ends when we take a pit stop outside of the city or the village, and then it says that that's it. Like you're done with Henry's saga right now. And if you want to go back to the open world, you can go and do your side quests or whatever. But it just ends there.
But they trick you. Do you think you're gonna go on this new adventure again? And you're on top of your horse or something, right?
Exactly. We thought that we are still going, and
I
nope.
think that's the fun part, though. That's how it gets people to be like, "What? I want to keep playing. What's going on?"
Yeah. Yeah, it felt like that. Kind of just took me out of the moment. I'm like, what? I want to go get that guy. We are right there. We are at the peak of storytelling, and you just pull me out of it. You can't do that to me. Like that sucked, by the way. But that is because they had technical limitations. So
Yes.
they had to cut the game and put this part. There were going to be 3 or something parts or whatever. So the next 2 parts are going to be the next game, like 3 big acts. So
Ooh.
so we just ended up with 1 act
Yeah.
here or whatever. Like the story was cut.
Yeah,
in
but
weird
so
place.
far, like us watching KCD 2 trailers and gameplay, it seems really fun.
It is really fun actually. But yeah, so do you think that them using CryEngine instead of having a homegrown engine or Unreal back then as well, do you think that was a good decision on their part, like using CryEngine?
Who CD
Warhorse
Projekt?
Studios.
Warhorse Studios.
Mhm.
I think it's what they could afford at that time, and they used it. I'm assuming.
But
So
they
I think it's a good call for them because, like, remember we would see the straw hut, and then you go closer, and it'll just be like pixelated flat straw hut.
yeah,
So that's that thing doing that, or it's the engine they used, right? Maybe. So by doing that, they made the game run more smooth, right?
yeah, the way the render works in this game is so different. Like from far you'll see that the objects are super realistic, photorealistic, like this entire forest right now, this tree line looks so real from here, but as you get closer you'll start seeing like the leaf is
That's
so pixelated.
flat and
It's very flat. But the way it renders from far, look at this, it looks so realistic. Like if someone takes a photo, kind of does a little bit of editing to this, adds a little bit of contrast, saturation change, this will look real photo.
Yeah.
You cannot say that about Witcher, by the way, because again, it's very stylistic. And
Yeah,
it's-
Witcher that's it. Witcher lacks the realism a bit, but
Mhm.
I mean they focused more on, I guess, Geralt and his fighting and the monsters that you can fight. So that's why. But like we said, KCD is very realistic. Realism is based on realism.
Yeah.
So of course, they want the world to look beautiful and
Yeah.
as realistic as they can make it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so if you guys are watching, right, like whoever is watching right now, so which game do you think is like more beautiful? I think both of them are, but say you have to pick one. Which game do you think is more beautiful? Which one do you think is beautiful, by the way?
I would think KCD, just because, like you said, like it doesn't look realistic up front, but at least far away it looks good. But Witcher 3 has really good trees and everything, but I don't like that I get taken out the immersion because it's so windy there all the time.
And rainy.
It's always windy and always rainy, and the trees are like always swaying really hard. Like they're not gonna make it.
Yeah, what is that? I think it's a very dynamic weather, which is why maybe it's
But
like
it's like
this.
always to like the hard point. Like why is it that windy that a big old tree is getting swayed?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Coming to the combat and gameplay. Let's pick at the combat of both these games. Witcher 3 has a very dynamic combat compared to what Kingdom Come's combat is very real, ingrained in realism. There's also a very specific style to that combat. So having like this steep learning curve with the Kingdom Come combat, while these flashy, accessible combat of Witcher 3, but both are fun, by the way, just so to speak. Do you think that this flashy combat has helped Witcher 3 appeal to a wider audience? Or is it like the flashy combat, but less impactful could
I
turn them
think
away?
people like it more because like it's not too over the top like some anime fighting or something. It's still fun. You do rules and
Don't think it's anime to just like do this and the
But
fire comes out of
it's
his
not over
hand.
the top though. Like that goes with like he has powders or something, right? He
Look
just
at that.
throws it. Yeah, but he's using powders or something. But my point is not over the top where like you know there's a big old fire erupting from the ground and is killing that monster right away, the griffin right away. Like there's fire, but it's very localized. It's not like he's not super strong. He's not like a super like human. He's superhuman like in a way, but he's not over the top like a Superman.
He is
That's what I'm saying.
mutated.
Yeah, he's a mutated human or whatever that was turned into a Witcher. So, like again, it's still very grounded. It's still a very, to me, it's still a very grounded fantasy because he's not jumping around like fighting, like jumping high and shooting something down there. Like he's still very, he's just running around doing acrobats and then using his potions and spells to help him fight.
Right. Okay.
So I don't think, yeah, like your question, I don't think I think this did get people to want to play it more.
It appealed to the wider audience.
Yes.
Right.
Because, oh yeah, like I want to feel strong, but then like it still has sort of realism to it, I guess, in a way still, but like you do feel strong. It does feel nice.
Right. Yeah. And they because the way these engines are, I think they've also designed the combat to be completely this. It is its own identity. You have Kingdom Comes Combat, which has the star mark, and depending from where the attack is
the arrow,
coming,
whatever.
yeah, you have to block it from that angle. If not, then you are going to take that hit.
Yeah, but like this goes to what I said in the beginning, right? Didn't we talk about like how both games are so different from each other that there's different groups that will want to play them? Like Kingdom Come will have, you know, people who are like, hey, I want to play a more realistic game.
Yeah.
I want to learn how to fight like in medieval times.
Yeah.
They will come here. So like the question is what like this certain game with the combat will make the game better. People will want to play more.
Yeah.
So you can even see that with Kingdom Come Deliverance as well. Like this type of fighting, maybe people are like, hey, I want to learn, I want to fight, and like, oh, also first person, third person point of view.
Yeah, true. That is a major factor.
Yeah, so there's
these RPGs.
two games, very different point of views, and you can't change them, right, in Witcher either.
I guess you could mod it to make Witcher first person, but it's very jarring when it comes to the flashy combat.
Yeah, because like the fire will be right in your
Going to
face.
the whirlwind around and all that, so it looks
Yeah.
weird, crazy.
So I think that the combat in KCD is, because it's so realistic, I think it's challenging, and I think some people who want the challenge and they will play this game. Like it's look at it. Like I remember you were doing the combat. You said you were having a hard time in the beginning, right?
So hard.
So I guess if you want to play a challenging game, you should play KCD.
True. If you want to challenge yourself with frustration for a while, but once you get a hang of it, this is one of the best combat I've played in a game.
Yeah.
By the way, this is one of the best combat. Which one do you prefer more?
I think if I was playing the game, I think I would prefer Witcher.
Witcher.
Just because it's less hard. Like I'm very bad at fighting. I like to just run around, spam, and punch or whatever, and then run away again. So with KCD, I can't do that, and that's just my preference.
Yeah, they just tackle you as you just saw.
That's just my preference. Like I don't nothing against KCD. I think the combat is nice and cool. Like the slow motion, how you did that, the slow mo, that was cool.
Yeah.
And with Witcher, like it's also cool and fun. But I think I would rather play. I think I would go towards The Witcher more than KCD, just because like, the fact that KCD is a lot harder.
Yeah. I think I
How about
prefer,
you?
So coming to that, I prefer Kingdom Comes Combat way more because I like to have that punchiness in the combat. So when I'm one-to-one with an enemy and I'm able to do a clinch and win the clinch, and sometimes I'm able to do feints and master strikes, which are all the things you can learn from Bernard if you keep training with him as the story progresses. So tip for you guys, if you're playing and struggling with Kingdom Come, keep going to Bernard for training. I just was reading upon this a Reddit thread. This guy was like, a lot of guys, they come that, hey, it's such a frustrating combat, what do I do? Always go to Bernard for training. He will get you up to speed and you're going to have fun time after a few hours. I think I prefer.
Few hours.
It is. That game, it's a slow burn. It's one of the slow burn game in gaming.
But I think you just have to give it a try. I think once you immerse yourself into Kingdom Come Deliverance, I think you will really like the game. Because I know there were some games you had to play maybe a couple hours before they get to be fun. I'm trying to think of the top of my head like what game did the same thing,
Mhm.
where it was kind of boring, and then like after a few hours, oh yeah, this is so fun. I forgot now, but yeah, there's a couple of games like that.
Look, when you use like we said, there's a steep learning curve to the game for Kingdom Come. Do you think that having such a realistic, grounded combat could be disadvantageous to the game in any form?
I think it is because there's that challenge now,
Mm-hmm.
and many people. It's like the Souls-like game. Not everybody wants to play a Souls-like game,
But
because
it is one of the highest selling
Yes.
game.
it is, but it's challenging for people. So some people are like, "Oh, I don't want to play this game
Yeah.
because it's too hard."
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, KCD didn't have a fan following yet. They had no idea what this game
Yeah.
is going to be like. So like with Souls-like game, you cannot expect that to happen. Like,
Yeah.
fighting a boss or doing this.
Yeah.
But like in KCD, everyone's a boss. Everyone is like pretty good at fighting. I think.
Even the peasants, yeah, this is one of the complaints, and I think they are listening
They're
to
going to
this
change
feedback
it?
that every peasant, like Henry's learned now, he's
Yeah.
in the he's with a lord,
Mhm.
yeah, under a lord now, and he's learning from one of the best swordsmen in the region, right?
Mhm.
But even when he comes across a peasant, that dude knows how to do master strikes. Where did he learn that from?
He learned it from his dad. Okay,
What dad?
Henry lost his dad at a young
Not
age.
Henry. I'm talking about other.
No, Henry lost his
Okay.
dad, and these guys didn't. Okay,
Okay.
the dad trained them when they were kids, and the dad lived until he was like 80 years old.
Really?
Maybe. Who knows?
So that was one of my gripe with the game. That why is that dude able to master strike me? And I think they are listening to this. So hopefully that they make the villagers fight more brutish and ugly instead of giving them perfect stances and all. And the warriors, the trained warriors, they should be able to do all this. Hopefully they
Yeah.
do that. You know.
I mean, that would make sense, right? Because I'm a villager. I wouldn't know how to fight.
Yeah, but we already saw in one of the gameplay that villagers were holding like a proper stance when he was taking out near the pigsty. He already was like in a proper stance with
No,
the
but
sword.
I
and
think they were
all.
soldiers. No.
No, they were just remember they were hustling that guy, and then they were just gamblers.
Oh, okay. I thought they were maybe soldiers.
No,
but
they were
I'm
just
not
villagers,
sure.
regular
Okay.
villagers.
Yeah, they should make villagers like kind of suck at fighting.
Right? Yeah, just kind of bad at fighting.
And then why would they have swords and stuff if you're a villager? I mean, I guess
everybody,
back then
yeah.
everybody had a sword.
Yeah, everybody would have. They're not if some kind of weapon they would have.
Yeah. Okay, so what was the question? What were we talking about?
That steep learning curve could it be
Oh, yeah, I
disadvantageous?
see that there is a disadvantage because some people don't want to play a game that's this difficult. That's why KCD 2, they're going to lower the difficulty, you know?
I don't think they're going to lower
Oh,
the
okay.
difficulty, but they're going to make it more accessible to people. Like this is a good example
Oh,
that
yeah,
you bring
accessible,
in.
accessible. Yeah, yes.
So people on console with joysticks, they're not able to do lock picking as efficiently as
Oh, yeah,
PC.
because you're like, you have to be very like precise.
Yeah, so with the right joystick, you are holding the pin, and the left joystick, you're like moving it. So you had to kind of take that pin right where it shakes or whatever, and then keep rotating the
Yeah.
lock.
So some
And left
mechanics are a
joystick.
little bit hard then in KCD, like
So
lock picking.
they changed it so that it's way easier. But I learned lockpick when it was hard, and I was after a while. I think you get better, and you just even harder locks. I'll just kind of
It kind of reminds me of like Fallout. When I was playing Fallout 4, there was like lock picks. There was like a lot of locked areas.
yeah.
And first they were very annoying to do, and I think the more you put points into lock picking, they become like so easy. But then you also have like advanced ones or advanced computer or something like that. The advanced computer thingy that was so annoying, so I just stopped doing those because like they get harder and harder. You have to move this around, do this, do this. So I guess what I was saying, like Kingdom Come Deliverance has the locksmith thingy that reminds me of Fallout 4 with the locksmith mechanic.
Yeah.
And they get easier as you go, right? Like you said, because he has his skill goes up.
Yeah, as his skill goes up, it becomes way more easy. That guy just saying funny. It becomes way more easier as you go keep playing Kingdom Come.
Why did that guy just come out like that?
I think that was the bait. These people are trying to ambush
They
Henry.
scammed him. They did a scam.
It's
It's like the scam where people try to run in
Insurance
front of
scams.
you.
Yep.
Yes, and then you hit them, but
Yeah.
oh, that guy just died right away. He just killed him.
Yeah, I think this
No
Henry has learned
mercy.
all the. He has that Brugger. No, not Brugger. The when you are in wild, you have a perk activated, so you get
Oh,
plus
okay.
up in strength or
So maybe
agility.
he likes fighting these random people.
He's
in
fighting dirty
camps.
as well. He doesn't care. He's just
Yeah, he was hitting that guy. The guy didn't even get up
human
yet.
is not doing. Yeah, those are enemies. Those are the ones that have invaded Skalitz in this region.
They're the one
where
that
he
killed
went.
his parents. Huh?
These people had, yeah, they probably were in Skalitz as well. Deserters mostly. I think in KCD 2, it would be cool if they show some of these humans just still there, scattered around
In the forest.
yeah, somewhere like far
In
away.
small camps.
Now that we have come into a different region, still would like to
Mhm.
see some humans. Whoa, that is okay. Anyway, we digress.
Mhm.
Coming to like these, we spoke about the what do you call? We spoke about the lore and all, but just keeping the story in mind with both the games.
Mhm.
Which story do you think was more impactful for you? Um, the Kingdom Come Deliverance's story. You know both the stories
Yeah,
as far as I know.
I think so.
Yeah, which story was more impactful to you?
I would say Kingdom Come.
Uh-huh.
It's because like Henry's parents were in the beginning. Like his parents were the one who were slain by these people that invaded the city. So I think his would be more impactful, and we would want to work harder and get revenge on our parents.
Right.
That's how I feel. And with Witcher, I don't really know the story as much. I just know he fights monsters. Like he goes find Ciri or Yennefer.
Yeah, so
or
the
something.
overall plot revolves around trying to find Ciri, that she's and we're just on the trail of
Yeah.
hers.
Okay, so see like that, like it's interesting,
So
but it's
think
not
of-
like
So let me just kind of break it down
Yeah.
here, that in Witcher 3, we're looking for Ciri. And in Kingdom Come Deliverance, we are looking for the sword. They
Yes.
both have this aim or an objective that both these protagonists never get to come close until later.
Yeah, but still, I think with the starting point of like Henry and what he went through in the beginning, it was just like you want to help him. Like, oh yeah, I was a stupid boy and now I
Yeah.
can fight and like I'm getting stronger, and I want to get my father's sword back or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's like your motivation. And with Geralt, with Geralt, it's kind of like I guess we don't really know where Ciri is, and we're still on the lost about her. Like, where is she? So it doesn't have that feeling, I guess, of like, oh, we need to find her urgency, because she's not kidding anymore, right? She's like old Ciri.
She's older. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's older.
And then we don't have that like motivation or that vengeance like how
Yeah.
Henry has.
Yeah.
So definitely KCD, I think, has a more a story. Not a story. What did you say? To me, the lore of Henry taking revenge and getting stronger, like seeing his growth, I think that's the fun part, and like seeing
Yeah.
him try to get the sword back, and
True.
that I think it's more interesting and a lot better than Witcher.
Right. To me, I think I do prefer Kingdom Come's story more. Like, let's say that this would be more engaging to me
Yeah.
as a player compared to Witcher 3, which is a very grand story, like larger than life. You are going across this a huge adventure of trying to find Ciri. Spoiler, the next part where she is apparently just kind of time traveling, but also she is traveling between worlds, so she has this power.
Yeah.
And this is kind of larger than life aspect now of the story. So we are just kind of on the trail all the while, and when we come across the aura, like what is actually going on, this wild hunt wants to obtain her because of her powers. They're not trying to kill her, but actually that. Whereas when it comes to Henry, it's more believable to me that I always like fantasy. I'm saying yes, that is true, but the way the story is narrated in Witcher is very powerful. You feel for as you go on helping everybody in the game. All those people actually come to help you in one of the end sequences.
Oh, okay.
Which is awesome. Like Zoltan.
Wait, so what should you like it more than?
So I'm coming to that now. That I actually, even though this is all the bells and whistles are there for Witcher 3, I think I prefer the story of the grounded reality of Kingdom Come, because the story is told so a straightforward story. A lot of people say that story is not a big factor for Kingdom Come, but I think it is. We are looking at this boy's growth. He's literally a teenager.
Yeah, because and you feel it in yourself, like, oh, I'm becoming stronger.
Yeah.
I'm getting better equipment. I know how to fight better now. I can take these soldiers down like just like that now.
Correct.
So we as a player feel so like, what is that word? Oh my god, I can't think of it. Like we feel like we're accomplishing something.
Yeah.
Like we're accomplishing. Like Henry is getting better. And before Henry didn't know how to read. So
Henry didn't know. Yeah, he did not know, anything.
He didn't know how to read or nothing. So I feel like that's super fun. Like to see the progression of like Henry from a dumbass to like Henry, like, you know, a smarter, more skillful man. And with Geralt, he's always been this really amazing fighter because he was made to be this amazing fighter.
Yeah.
And I think we don't see the growth of Geralt, which is fine. Like some games are like that.
Yeah.
But like I think the appeal of Henry is that we get to see his growth. Like we are doing this. Like we are making him read. We are making him fight. And we're getting him better weapons, and he's becoming a better fighter.
Yeah.
And I think that's appealing to many, many people.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, that is true. That I prefer Henry's story way more. And as you keep playing it, he becomes so powerful. He basically becomes a knight at one point.
Does he ever get crowned a knight? Crowned?
No, he doesn't. No, we are not even close.
So
to
what is he? Just a noob?
He is still a peasant, actually, but
He's still a peasant.
he is a ward of Sir Hanush, but he's working with Hans Capon on this whatever journey he's going.
The funny thing to me is like you said, he's a peasant, but like he's over here helping all these people fight like the war and all that.
Yeah,
but he's just a peasant still.
Yeah, so that's what the thing is that all these things happen in the history, but Henry is kind of like a invisible force that is working towards like the siege or to gather some intel on like this different thing during the siege and all that, and also just going to the monastery to find out what is actually going on, like who killed those horses. Like we are on the trail right from Neuhof, where the horse slaughter happens. So we are going on this journey where those things happen, but this is where in the back we are working like a spy in a way.
Yes.
So going to the monastery. Now that didn't happen probably, but we go to the monastery and it is such a nicely told story. You can go to like when you go to the monastery, you come to know that you have to give everything away, like, all your possessions to become a monk. So you can pre-plan it and all that.
I remember that one.
They could have just done, go in the monastery and then do this quest and
but
come
you could be
out.
like this sneaky guy, or you could be like this guy that took all these items with you or something.
Right, dead. So it's so nice, and you get all these. You have all these restrictions that you cannot be out even in the corridors after those certain hours. So you have to do all your missions if you're gonna do in the daytime. But then you have to attain your tasks. To go learn reading. If you don't know reading, they will insult you and all that.
Okay.
Right?
What do you so what do you think about the fans of The Witcher and the fans of KCD like coming into these games? Like I know that KCD was new, so obviously didn't have many fans. So that probably impacted sales, impacted how people. Yeah. So The Witcher people like that must have played a big role, right? The fans.
Yeah, popularity wise.
Yeah, popularity. Just knowing about The Witcher, I'm assuming.
Yeah, people already knew about the Witcher games because 1 and 2 had already been out. So I think there was already a.
But before this, isn't there like a books and stuff written?
Yeah, but it necessarily never translates that a book reader will be a gamer. But people like a lot of people now like I've watched the I've read the books, like I've read Lord of the Rings books, but when the game came out after the movie, I was interested in playing that more. I wanted to see how it translated in the game.
I mean, look at Hogwarts Legacy. Some people who watched Harry Potter, I want to be a student.
Yeah.
So that game, the Hogwarts Legacy I felt like it was a very popular game.
Yeah.
It was everyone wanted to play that game just because for that reason. And also, so I think definitely like having books and having a show now, like for a couple years now, been made like, into a show. Yeah. And many people are probably like, hey, I want to play The Witcher. In KCD, like if you don't know that history and those people, then you have no idea what the game is about.
That's the thing now. You say that actually is a very good point. But on the contrary, I'm very interested in learning more through the game.
Now you want to learn more about
and then I learned about the actual history of 14th century Bohemia and all the things transpired around that. And I learned about the horrible, horrible fate of Sir Radzig. And it is truly horrible.
Yeah, you told me.
Yes.
You told me about it. I was like, well, okay.
That is a horrible way to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
But
learned
I don't
about
think
it.
he was like good. I mean, like, we don't really know what kind of person he was. So maybe that's why
He was more like a tax collector or vassal.
Yeah, like, we don't
for
know, right?
them.
So maybe they were like, maybe they were mean to those villagers, and the villagers had enough
I mean, nobody likes someone who comes to collect, I guess.
all the time. Maybe these people are probably poor already.
Yeah,
and
they
then
were.
There's a man here with all the soldiers trying to collect more money from them. So you know, maybe
then
enough is
also,
enough.
Those were the times when religion was very much the center focus of most of the communities, and probably that also because I think it was a priest or something. That is a
That was
perfect
horrendous.
image.
That was horrendous. Don't go back.
That's the crone. That's one.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Triphobia, whatever it's called.
Trypophobia. Oh no. Sorry. I'll blur it out.
Imagine if you paused on the part where her head was showing.
I'll blur that
That would
out.
be
I
horrific.
can't take it.
It's
Now it's
nasty.
giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Can you fast forward this far? Oh my gosh. No one wants to watch this.
I will be blurring it out for you guys, so you guys don't
No,
suffer
go
through that.
more forward if you want.
I'm just
oh, okay.
not going to play that part. How about that? I will not play that.
Okay, so sorry. We got
I do not
distracted by
like
that. We're talking about the fan base, right? Of the people. Oh, we were talking about Sir Radzig and how he died, and we're saying, oh, because they were collecting taxes or from people and they're probably poor, right? That's why they murdered him.
Correct. Now, yeah. So with the I learned about it. I learned about so much of the history around this period, this time period, and I'm interested to see how the story goes around Henry's saga while we are also going through the history.
Also, like, and would it be the same? Like, would he also die the same way he died in real life? So that's it.
So the story might end before that.
Oh yeah, so they're not gonna do that part.
So they might not do that part, right? So and also they have already bent some of the history for the sake of the game, which is fine.
Yeah, I think it's okay because like it's a game, and obviously, yeah, they want it to be realistic, but sometimes you have to kind of change real life events to make it more fun.
Yeah, that is true. If we do everything just based in realism, it would be a very bland game.
Yeah, that's why when people tell stories back in the days or even now, they will make it more pizzazz in it. Like, oh yeah, this happened. Like, it says, oh, I dropped my drink at Starbucks. You'll say something happened, like you slipped and all this fancy stuff happened. You dropped it or something.
There was a lightning strike and the devil appeared.
No, okay, not
Looking
that
at
over
that,
the top.
I just got shook and just the drink dropped
Well,
on my
I'm just saying,
hands.
humans are prone to like over exaggerate the stories
Like
to make
do all
it
the
better.
time.
I do not. I don't do that.
At least overreact.
No, I will overreact, but I don't over exaggerate the stories. Maybe I do a little bit. Okay, the point is to tell a good story. Sometimes you have to over exaggerate, have to over top a little bit. So it's okay for them to kind of deter away from like the real life story. Why is there a dog there chasing them?
That's smart. That's your friend.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
Smart. They got that later in patches and DLC.
Well, is he even gonna help him fight? He's just running
He
around
does
then.
fight actually a little
Why
bit.
is he helping him then?
He's not giving him the command to attack, or he's probably just attacking a little bit here and there.
Okay, I
He
see.
does attack. Mutt's a good boy.
Yeah. So yeah, so do you think that the fan base impacted sales on Witcher and KCD?
It did, right? So Witcher, that's why Witcher 3,
Yeah.
despite of having such a huge shaky launch, still sold so well. And compared to that, with this Kingdom Come, people did not know about this as much. I mean, they did probably Deep Silver helped them do the marketing. I'm pretty sure the publishers for this game. So having such a good publisher helped them kind of have a better outreach, but then still it wasn't as known to the casual players.
Yeah, like you didn't even know, but you just got it because you're into medieval.
No,
things.
on launch I was looking at it, but it wasn't on console, so I could never get it immediately because I didn't have a PC back then to play games. And now the thing is that both the games are almost available at the same cost.
Okay.
Right? The Royal Edition comes at such cheap, like I think $6-8.
Okay.
And Witcher barely $4-5.
Okay, I see.
So, and I think Kingdom Come comes at that. The Royal Edition comes so cheap. With that includes all the DLCs, which are probably is slightly costlier. But the point is that they have that entry available so cheap now. So it helped probably gain fan base later. So many
Yeah.
people said they got the game because they saw that medieval
Yeah.
history in that.
Yeah,
and
but that's
everything.
it. Like now, okay, now that there is a part 2, or like now that Henry or Kingdom Come Deliverance has come out for 6 years now. 6 years now. They're also having their own fan base, and now that they're making a franchise out of Kingdom Come Deliverance, there's gonna be more and more people who are gonna be more interested in playing. Same thing with Witcher. You said this is their Witcher 3, right? This is the third Witcher.
This was the third.
It took them a
Witcher.
while to get to where they are now.
True.
And these guys are now they will start their journey.
But I think that where Witcher 3 is now, Warhorse Studio got there way faster.
Yes, that's what I was saying in the beginning. I was like, okay, this is their first game, right? And they accomplished this. Like people started playing this game and liking it a lot.
Yeah.
And with CD Projekt, with The Witcher, people didn't really care about the other games much, right? Like 1 or 2.
I mean, it's kind of like a train, like the time has passed for it. So I'm not getting into it.
Yeah.
But a hardcore fan, you know how some people like say they played Assassin's Creed Origins, and they liked it so much that they played the rest of the RPGs and they wanted more Assassin's Creed. So they go back to the first and do the entire Assassin's Creed saga.
Yeah.
They do like all the 2.5 scrollers, side scrollers. They do all kinds of Assassin's Creed games. So maybe the hardcore fans like that maybe will go back to Witcher 1 and 2. I won't
play them.
Like I don't know.
It's like me. I was trying to play Max Payne, and I played the first one. I'm like, okay, it's very old mechanic, but I'll give it a try. Fun. I played part 2. I couldn't play it, but I was like, because like I'm so used to playing all these better, like graphic wise and everything, and then going down to play this game that's like graphic is so horrendous in a way. You get so old.
But you played it a lot.
I finished the first one. Second one I didn't play.
Right.
The second one I didn't play because even though I wanted to play, I just felt like I wasn't really into it as much because it's so old. But maybe I should finish part 2.
2 is good. They still have the same narrative style. Hey, Remedy, that's why you gotta remake 1 and 2 Max Payne so people can jump back into it. They need to know.
Also, I'm a big fan of Remedy. Like, right?
Yeah.
I like their games a lot, like Control.
Yeah.
And some other game. I don't know.
Max Payne.
What's
They
other
have this
game though?
this kind of like a mysterious storytelling style.
Yeah.
And even in Max Payne, there is like this mystery that kind of like it was kind of like a psychedelic mystery.
Yeah, it's like okay, so they're really good at doing. Okay, we're all so off topic right now, but Remedy, I think whoever the writers are, they're so good at creating this amazing story, amazing like immersive world. But Control is the only game I played at Max Payne, so I can't really say for the other games like Quantum Break or Alan Wake games. But like from what I played at Control, like I loved everything about it, like all the game, all the tidbits of like the reading the notes and reading about like these mysterious objects, and then learning that like this is Alan Wake, like what that we are connected to Alan Wake. That was a crazy twist, so maybe I shouldn't have said that, but that was cool, like to bring in Alan Wake into the story of Control, and they're in the same world.
Yeah, I gotta agree to that. I agree. So yeah, coming back to this, like I would say that Kingdom Come now will have a way more successful player base. And by successful, I mean the amount of people that would want to play Kingdom Come 2, I think is way higher than Witcher at this point, in my opinion.
Yes, because I think people are like rooting for these like underdogs, like. They were such a small company, and this is their first game, and they're making a second one, and the second one will be you already know the first one is amazing, so you're like, okay, you already know the second one is gonna be even better because now they have more people working at the company, a bigger company now. They are like the engine the engines you said, right?
Who's
KCD
CryEngine? They're going to Unreal now.
Yeah, they're changing
no. Are they going to Unreal?
I don't know.
No, Witcher is going to Unreal, and these guys I think are. They enhanced, I think,
yeah,
right?
But okay, even then, I feel like like you want to see their progress of the game because, like just watching it, you're like, wow, like what can they do then? With a small company, they did this amazing game. Now with a big company, what can they do? Like, what are they going to show us?
Yeah, and both of these games, right? I want to see like more like tiny mechanics that they bake in, the sword smithing or the potion crafting in Kingdom Come, or the if you had a bomb and you go to this ghoul nest or something like that in Witcher, and then you just chuck the bomb in, and then the nest closes up. Otherwise, they'll keep coming, right? And once you close that, the nests around or a downer or all those, you kill that ghoul nest, then people will come back and start living in that village.
That's cool.
So there are like small mechanics that build up the entire game, which makes it this like nice living, breathing world. Like you said, there's always raining around Witcher,
really windy and
really
windy,
and then you have these monster noises coming out and all that. It kind of is like an awesome world building.
Yeah.
Compared, like Witcher has an awesome world building, but
yeah, it does.
the world building in Witcher is like, out of the world, like crazy good. In my opinion.
That's true. But that's what I'm saying. KCD 2, it might be way better now. Are they have dynamic weather now or no?
They had dynamic weather in a way, but there is less. The rain is there, but there's no like.
I mean, part 2, are
storms.
they gonna have that or no?
Yeah, they will.
Okay,
They will.
okay.
Obviously, they will. There is
Like-
going to be. Go on.
No, I'm just thinking, like, yeah. So that's why people are so like big fans of KCD, because they feel like, yo, you guys are amazing. You're underdogs. They made this amazing game, and now you come on number 2. We all want to see what it's about.
Yeah.
And Witcher 3 is kind of like, oh, you already did it, so maybe it's taking it back this time. It's like for me, like when I watch the Assassin's Creed games, like I'm not that excited because I'm like, there's so many Assassin's Creed games already,
Yeah.
so I don't care as much. You're excited by them because you're like, oh, they're
I'm
amazing,
absolutely
like
pumped about
Shadows. But like I don't care. Like I mean, I'll play it maybe with you, but like I don't have this crazy like, oh, I want to play it so bad. So that's what Witcher 3 is going for people, I think, and how Assassin's Creed games are going out for other people as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I am excited about Kingdom Come 2. I'm also sort of, because we haven't seen anything about Witcher 4.
I mean,
Just
they're
that,
not even
that
going to
reveal
release it
trailer
now, right?
announcement.
They're gonna release it maybe like years from now.
Who knows? They are already in development. I'm pretty sure about that. So we might see it in 2 years or so. 2, 3. They probably were already in development for a while now. Who knows?
I think that's what they were stuck doing, trying to fix up Cyberpunk.
They were back. There are a lot of they sidetracked.
A lot of fixing up,
got sidetracked, I guess.
Yeah.
Too much with the
So are we gonna play as Geralt still, or some other
Geralt
character now?
saga apparently is done, right?
Oh,
you-
okay.
you- I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
they
didn't he?
said
You
that.
could choose like you could like do different endings or something.
That is depending on what decisions you've made
Yeah.
throughout the story.
Yeah.
So there are like some happy endings, some so-so endings, some really downer endings, like the real sad endings, like
Yeah. So maybe they are like, okay, Geralt's story is done. Let's move to a new character, or what? As a new guy now.
some say that it could be just Ciri continuing the mantle of a Witcher, because
But would
she
you
was.
still call her the Witcher because she's not really a witch now? Is
Well,
she?
maybe that would be one of the conflicting part in the game, that
Or
she
would it-
thinks she's a Witcher, but people don't acknowledge it, and she probably is, hey, doesn't matter.
Or it's
I
gonna
am
be
it.
like a spin-off and not called the Witcher because something else, but like with Ciri in it.
I think what they should do
Yeah.
is they should kind of jump a little further up in timeline. It's a new Witcher entirely. Like, let's go with a new Witcher, and you kind of how you were
But,
going to Vesemir for lessons.
But hold
do
on,
that.
I thought they weren't doing Witchers anymore.
This part here is not, I guess. Yeah, the Witchers, there are no more Witchers being trained, but there are other schools. And now I think it's going to be a Link's school.
It's
School
not
of
gonna
Links
be
or
a White
something,
Wolf
right?
anymore. So what do we call them? White Links?
No, he is just White Wolf. They call him because he's white hair and everything, I guess.
But I thought they all have white hair like him.
No, not really. Lambert is he's white. It's black hair.
But
Why
that
is it
guy,
like
the old man that helps him, he has white hair.
because he's old.
Okay, that's why I thought that they all have white hair.
Vesemir is super old.
I thought that was just a trait of being a Witcher. You have white hair.
No, Cat Eyes is going to be like that.
So the whole time I thought that being a witcher, you have to have white hair as well.
No, he is white. He's pretty much like very fair and white hair.
Okay. Not even blonde, just pure white.
Yeah, like Gandalf.
Gandalf's old. That's why he has white hair.
Gandalf is old, but he's still spry. And when Gandalf, I think he had a little bit of black hair, right, when he died. But when he comes back, he's Gandalf the White because he's entirely white.
Wasn't it Gandalf the Grey as well?
Right, Gandalf the Grey before he goes back down to the
gray
Balrog.
hair, and he's Gandalf the White when he woke up.
After Balrog, yeah.
Huh, okay.
Why, you fools?
Okay, but I really did believe that if you to be a witcher, you get that white hair.
2 iconic dialogues in 10 minutes.
Wow.
Fly, you fools, and you shall not pass.
You shall not pass.
Yes. So what are you saying?
No, I'm just saying that. Oh God, what we're talking about? I'm just saying. Oh yeah, I really thought that being white hair was part of being a witcher. So I'm surprised that's not. But I'm thinking, I watched the show, but how accurate is a show to the actual books or game? Who knows? I don't know.
I haven't read the books either, by the way. I have not read the books.
You
I
don't
would
play the
probably.
game.
I played the game. I've watched the first season only. We did not.
We watched second season.
So third season we did not watch.
Yeah, we didn't watch. We watched second season. It was remember Siri was trying to do that little puzzle thingy, the little course thingy, and she kept falling down, and they were like laughing at her.
Yeah.
Season one was just season one was like season Witcher 3. He was just trying to look for Siri the whole time. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were like, what is going on? Is it past, present, or future? Like we didn't know until the end.
I think that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. And then they kind of botched season 2, and then they kind of made us not want to watch season 3 because of what happened. And season 4 will have that Liam guy, Thor's the brother, in it. So I don't know how good that's gonna be. I see him though with the Witcher hair and everything. Like he looks okay, but I think everyone's so used to Henry Cavill being Witcher. So look at that. We were talking about that right there. Guff. There he is.
Oh, Liam?
Yeah, Liam.
Oh my God, they won't stay there. No, don't play it, please. Okay. Oh my God. I'll just kind of hover like this.
There he is, Liam, with the white hair.
It looks weird, by the way.
I think it looks weird just because we saw Henry Cavill, and I thought he looked weird too, but then I kind of got used to it.
Yeah, I think his jaw is too protruded.
Also, he doesn't have that big jaw here, like big that sticks out like Henry Cavill. So it kind of looks cool. His face is narrow and like skinnier.
He looks like the old movie of Witcher.
Oh yeah, the funny one.
Not the funny. It is okay. It is serious, but it looks damn funny because it's low budget.
Yeah.
So
you're saying it's a low budget? He's low budget.
Low budget. That one.
Low budget on high budget.
Yes.
Liam is a low budget on high
Liam,
budget.
but man,
They'll say this is the Witcher. We have Witcher at home. The Witcher at home is Liam.
poor Liam.
Like it's so mean because like Henry Cavill is such a huge actor that whoever is in his shoes, whoever is like plays him, will just get like made fun of, and that's Liam.
Find that. I can't find it. Was it a show?
I think it was a show.
Was it a show?
Like in the 80s or 90s, wasn't
No, they're gonna show this only. Witcher show old. There. The Witcher assassins from Blaviken. This one. Oh my God.
So you rather watch this than the season 4 trailer of The Witcher with Liam?
I couldn't not season. You mean the season? I mean the fourth. This right?
Yeah, the 4th trailer.
Fourth trailer. I couldn't find it. I don't know where it is.
What?
I couldn't see the trailer. That is The Witcher. That is The Witcher.
No, I'm talking about the Netflix one with Liam.
Oh, that one. Right. Yeah. Look at that.
What, you say Liam looks like this guy? That's messed up. Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
He's kind of gritty looking.
Huh?
Kind of gritty looking.
So he looks like better than Liam?
Not really, but I'm saying that kind of gives us this feeling, I guess.
But the thing is, how come they didn't make Liam look a little different? Like, I get it. Or like, people are saying that how come they didn't do a time jump, make an old Witcher or something? They're like, no, how come they didn't do that? Why are they just gonna change his face and be like, hey, this is the new Witcher now?
I don't know. I think they should have, and hopefully with the game they take. I mean, I'm pretty sure CD Projekt Red is like way competent than the
Yeah.
showrunners here.
Oh, the show was
So
so bad.
they will more likely like have better story already probably planned. They've seen how the Witcher show is being perceived, how the spin-off is being perceived, how the animation Witcher
Oh
is
yeah,
being
the
perceived.
Witcher anime too.
Yeah, animation.
It's pretty
So
cool.
they probably are learning from all of that.
I
make a
mean,
better
and
Witcher
also,
4.
I mean, you look at CD Projekt, they already have pretty good storytelling already.
mhm.
I don't think they need
Mhm.
to look at these other things that bomb to make a better game, because I'm pretty sure they already like have a good story already going on. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna choose maybe a Witcher that's gonna be way like that's going to be like, yeah, we have to choose someone that's also in the same vein or completely different person, but make them lovable, likable, like Geralt,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, hopefully that is the case. Because I'm very interested in this, like at least the next game.
Because you could. The thing is, I'm trying to think of a show that did that similarly, where like like that guy, I guess in Spartacus, they changed him, right? They changed that guy
Ian McIntyre.
all the way because he passed away.
Yeah.
But I guess they choose this other guy, and I couldn't watch it. I'm like, I know I can't watch it because this is not the same guy.
Yeah.
But I stuck to, and I was okay with it after a while. So I'm pretty sure if people watch Liam or whoever play, maybe they'll be okay with it later on in the future. And with the game, I'm pretty sure they would have their own story. I don't think we should be worried for them. I think they already know what they're doing.
I don't think like I'm worried, but I'm just thinking that they are learning from all this. Is my point.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they're learning from all of this.
Yeah, because like, what if they bomb? What if they don't? And they also bomb that game. It's gonna be a bad time for CD Projekt.
The Witcher 4's announcement was 2 years ago.
What? They haven't released anything about it.
But this, why do I think that this was just kind of announced like maybe a few months ago only? Am I wrong in this?
It's because I think when we first moved here, it was announced. And like,
really?
yeah, because I think that's why we kind of just feel like it's new, but it's not.
That sounds so yeah, it's like so long. That is crazy. Time flies, man.
Yep.
Time flies. I was just looking at.
But then they have, they have like nothing right now on Witcher 4.
Nothing. They just announced it and that's it. I think they went back to like maybe they're just in pre-production phase. I don't know.
They went back to the other game that they bombed, Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, we gotta fix Cyberpunk now. They should. Yeah. I don't know. I just think. Okay, so.
Yeah, so coming back to this topic where we're talking, kind of weighing Witcher 3 and Kingdom Come Deliverance. So all in all, even though Kingdom Come Deliverance is such a huge, impactful game, it still kind of stayed a little bit more niche compared to this huge success because of all these factors, right?
Yeah.
Because it's way more mass appealing or to casual gamers because of its accessible combat, very flashy.
Challenge. Oh, how about Witcher or KCD?
Kingdom Come is more challenging,
Yes.
but Witcher 3 is more flashy, appealing, and easy.
Yes. And fan base. They would have fan base already.
Already a fan base is one of the other factor. The overall lore is there, like a fantasy lore, high fantasy is there.
Bigger gaming company.
A bigger gaming company through an established company back then already.
They were made, guess what year they were created in? CD Projekt.
I'm sure they're already in the 90s, they're already there.
Yeah, 1994. It was founded in 1994.
Yeah, and they went on trying to make, they were saying, hey, we're going to make this fantasy game. So they picked up the Witcher thing, tried to make this weird looking game. They could not,
I think with every game they start out, they're like, what should we do? Like, how should we play? Look at Diablo games. So goofy back then. And now they're like, it's just like really good. Diablo 4 is like really amazing. But like, look at Diablo 1 and 2. Like, they were like top down and stuff. And people love that. I mean, people play that game still. But like,
who is revered?
Huh?
Who is
yeah,
revered?
but I'm just saying, look at the play style. They're so different. I would say that the only right now that I can think of is like that's so similar style wise is like Assassin's Creed. They still have the same style, I guess.
Yeah.
They didn't do top down. They didn't do like any of that like goofy stuff.
Yeah. They have 2D scroller, the Assassin's Creed people. They have a 2D scroller game. 3 games in that. Russia, India.
But that's
and
now, right? Like they
China.
want to do that now.
No, they're already there. These are released games.
Yeah, but that was like now. I mean, there wasn't like back then, right?
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay,
yeah, but
yeah,
that was
I
just
see.
recently, like maybe 5-10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. But also, just on the side of Diablo, since you mentioned, there are like independent projects that keep Diablo 1 alive, and they actually keep putting out updates on it.
Okay.
Like this third party developers, like these people that are passionate about the Diablo project and all that.
I
So
mean,
that is
like
cool to do.
let them, like if they are passionate about it, let them do it. Like I mean, their passion will also increase other people, other players' passion. They also will want to
Yeah.
keep playing the game because these guys are so
True.
dedicated.
Yeah. Yeah. So coming to this again, these are like a lot of contributing factors, I think, towards The Witcher. But I think KCD is still a strong contender.
Yeah, and it's holding its own. Like I said, like they have these games. They have their own reason why people play them. Like realism versus like fantasy.
Yeah.
Like you want to play a game that you want to feel like you're fighting a sword and like that powerful sword fighting and weapons like that, or do you want to be like fantasy, like Geralt just run around and killing monsters and all that? So and it's a lot slower. Like combat system is a lot slower, I think.
Yeah.
And
Kingdom Come.
And that's okay too. Compared to like Geralt, I mean, yeah, in Witcher, Geralt is like a lot faster. He's shooting and doing things and all these type of things. So yeah, definitely Witcher wins just because, not just because of so many factors. And, But in the, like I said, KCD is a pretty fun game. You played it, you like it. You say you liked it more than
Even
Witcher,
though
right?
we are
Yeah.
coming to the conclusion that Witcher stands out more in so many aspects, Kingdom Come Deliverance is still more favorite for me.
I just think that,
closer to my heart.
like in my opinion, I think that Kingdom Come Deliverance is just, if they had the same big company as like CD Projekt, I think they would have done like a way better job.
They already did a better job. You mean on launch? You mean?
Yeah, on launch, and I think they maybe would have better quests, like you said, like how they had quests in The Witcher. Maybe they would have more quests like that, more fun ones, not just like very. I guess they have basic quests. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, I like their dialogue styles and all that. They should build their quests around that even more in the next. They already did that in the first game, but I think
they are, because we saw the gameplay of that guy that he had to go get these different people, right, to join their team, and those quests are pretty fun. I think I saw them; they're really fun.
Yeah. So I want like dynamic quests like that. That Witcher, Witcher does it way better when it comes to that storytelling. I think Witcher has, as I said, very over the top, kind of like grander than life or whatever you call that, but the narrative style of Kingdom Come has its own flavor
because
that they should keep continuing.
Like having, like, it's always an underdog, right? You root for the underdog.
Yeah.
So like Henry is like its developers. You root for Henry. He is the underdog.
Yeah, I root for Henry.
Yeah, but Geralt's already the top dog. So.
Geralt's a top dog already. He's retired now. So
he's retired, with
it's time for Henry.
Hopefully whoever's ending you have, he's with the love of his life.
Yeah, in my ending, I think it'll be it was
with Yen.
It was with Yen. Yeah, a happy ending. Instead of like making by the way, a spoiler, you could have Ciri just die, I think, in one of the endings.
So that's why they're not gonna make a series.
But I don't know if it's canon or something, or she just goes away. And basically, so Geralt sees Ciri as a adoptive daughter, right? Adopted daughter. But in that one of the endings, she just moves away from him or something like that. So I don't know the exact details of each of the endings. I kind of forget right now. But in one of the endings, that they're all like a happy family.
Yeah.
And I always try to get that happy family ending in any of the games.
Yeah.
If there are impacting decisions, I kind of get the outline. I just look up the walkthrough. Sorry, what can I do? I want to get the happy ending for all the games. I did that with Odyssey as well, because I wanted to see that you have so many of these people at the dinner table. You want them all next to you. So I kind of looked it up. But anyway, point being, I think KCD Kingdom Come is still like my favorite, but Geralt takes the cake.
Geralt is,
which Henry wants because he's always hungry. It's coming for you, Geralt. KCD 2.
Yeah, Geralt's gonna blow him away though with the power thingy.
Ard
Or whatever.
Ard.
bye, Henry. See you later.
Yeah, Henry comes back with a master strike.
He'd be like, what?
People probably know that reference.
Yeah.
Think he will
You
have
should
seen.
put it in.
I might just put a B-roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, Henry,
What?
every time he gets caught stealing or something,
What?
yeah, the guard, hey, you, stop there. You've done this crime. What?
Everything he says to Henry, what? Like, always confused. I guess that's how he gets away with it.
Acts dumb.
Acts dumb. He get away
Acts
with
dumb.
doing stuff.
But the thing is, Henry looks dumb. Tom McKay does not look dumb.
Yeah.
How did they make you do that?
They made Henry have no brain, like no marble, just
He
marbles.
looks like that.
Yeah, like he just marbles confused in his head all the time.
Handsome boy, but he looks dumb
Yeah.
at times too.
But then the actor doesn't look dumb. He
actor
actually
is
has
very
a brain.
handsome.
He looks like he has a brain.
Yeah, he's very handsome, very charming
I
looking.
know why.
Why?
Because Henry doesn't. His eyes are glazed over.
Uh-huh. Glazed over.
Yeah, they're kind of just glazed, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So he looks dumb, confused all the time.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, Henry has like those glazed, that glazed, confused look. Like, you know, his eyes are kind of not even there. Like, and his eyes are white, like kind of just like big
Always
and
looks like-
glazed over.
Yeah, people and think that, oh, he's a confused lad. I'll let him go with some groschen, so that's
He
your.
doesn't know what
that's
he's
fine.
doing. He's
Yeah.
confused, little boy.
Give me 10 groshens and you can go, Henry. That's true.
That
Can't do
is
that with,
funny.
can't do that with Geralt. Geralt just kills them.
And Geralt is not a boy. He's like a seasoned killer. I don't think anybody would try to fight him unless they're like a monster.
By the end game, Henry is a seasoned killer too.
Yes, but he was still a dumbass at the end.
He's still
Hopefully in season 2 and part 2, KCD 2, he doesn't do that war again.
I think they should keep it.
They should keep it here
Still.
and there, but not all the time because he's a little smarter now.
Yeah, he should
Remember
say
there's
different
a scene
dialogue.
where Henry was getting beat up in KCD 2?
Uh-huh.
For stealing. He got beat up. He's like,
Oh, yeah, getting the mark, the brand.
yeah, he whipped or something. I
Yeah,
don't know what happened, but
Whipped. He's on the.
I don't know. We're laughing at his demise and getting tortured. We're laughing about it, but it's because Henry's dumb.
I think because we've seen him do stupid things
Yeah.
as well, throwing
And he
the.
probably deserved getting brand. I don't know. He did something stupid, maybe.
Well, he was thieving there. That's why he got caught stealing too many times.
Yeah.
Too much stealing, I guess. That's why he's getting branded. So we're just laughing at it. We've seen him throw dung at people's houses
I
and all
didn't
that.
see that, but that's crazy.
That's first in Scalise. That's
That
what
was
we
him
do.
and his friends. They did that, no?
Yeah, exactly. So we've seen him do dumb things like that. So him.
But like he's an adult now. He's not a stupid kid anymore. So hopefully they don't include like maybe there won't be as many like fun parts of Henry anymore since he's supposed to be older now or wiser. Who knows?
I don't think wisdom has come to Henry yet. It's
What,
yeah.
still potatoes in his head.
Still potatoes in his head. Yeah. But yeah. Witcher 3 definitely is successful, more mass appealing because of all these reasons.
Yeah.
And I hope that 4 also is similar.
Yeah.
We get to play.
Yeah, like you were saying, like they just need to choose. They just need to make the protagonist someone who is as like not the same like Geralt, but as lovable or as like maybe he's funnier than Geralt or
Yeah.
something. Like there has to be something different about him that people would be like, oh hey, I want to play this character.
Yeah.
Like he's a Witcher, but maybe he's a different type of Witcher.
Yeah.
Maybe he's more aggressive than Geralt. Maybe he's a, what's it called? Cold blood killer. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to save anyone. He's like, I don't care.
What if they do a character like you select the gender?
Oh,
Create a character.
but Witchers are not girls. Only Witchers could be boys.
What if they found a mutation?
I don't know. I don't think they should. I think they should stick to the book.
Right.
I think the books are just girls.
Okay. But yeah, okay. This is, I think, an awesome point. We can take a pause in this discussion and return next time with another topic.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed this.
I
had
think we should
fun.
do more projects, more talking like this, where we compare two similar games to each other and talk about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely talk more about like similar games, compare them like this. I think it's fun. I'm trying to think of games on top of my head and I can't think of them. But like if there was like a Sims game or something like that, we could talk about those two different games. But
Yeah.
there's no
Sim
not
and
any.
Zoe. Well, and Zoe isn't out yet.
Yeah,
right?
so we
I'm
can't
like-
really do that. But I'm just saying like similar games, maybe more similar because these two were very different as well, like fantasy and then like real.
Yeah, but they
Realism.
RPGs, right? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we should do more like how about in the same vein, like why did like all those games where you go farm and you build bases. What's this game called?
Yeah.
Base building games.
Yeah.
We can also talk about base building games. There's a lot
Right.
of them.
Yeah.
now.
Or Borderlands and a similar game like
Or
that.
like shooting game.
Yeah, like a shooting
Destiny.
game like that. Destiny and Borderlands is kind of different, but yeah, Destiny, Outriders.
Oh yes,
Could
Destiny
work.
Outriders. And we
Something
both,
like that.
We both play those games.
We might get suggestion from somebody listening now, listening to
Yeah.
this, watching this now.
Suggest some games for us to compare.
Yeah, how do you guys like this? This was a different type of discussion we did. It's not
Mhm.
something like a gaming industry thing, like an issue or something, but more towards a game. Kind of comparing and seeing
Yeah.
how it worked for the game and all that. And also, just we like to talk about these things even off screen. We bring it to the camera, which was
Mhm.
like the initial point of this
Yes.
channel. We sometimes talk for hours
Yeah.
on some of the gaming topics.
We just talking as go. Mhm.
What?
You just talking as go. Mhm.
Who?
You.
Huh?
You're talking as go. Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
True. So,
But
yeah, this is it. I think so. This is it for the video. If you guys liked it, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and what else they should do?
and keep.
What?
I can't.
Keep what?
Please watch our videos till the end.
Yeah, they should say in the beginning. What the heck? Anyway, yeah, watch our other videos actually.
Yeah, watch our other videos. Check them out. Maybe you'll like them. We have
Mhm.
gameplay videos, and then we
Mhm.
also have talking podcast style videos.
Yeah,
as
and
well.
let us know which other games we should discuss like this
Mhm.
in the future.
Or just give us
and-
suggestions of anything we should
Yep.
discuss.
Yep. That's it. And yeah, until then, ramble on.
Bye.